Hello my friends, it's Bella and welcome to my thought for Sunday. The scripture that I've been thinking a lot about this week really is how we all seem to judge each other on things. I think it's because I've been watching a lot of, the television, and as we all have, I'm sure, watching the different parties and accusing each other of everything, and you could have done this better, and if if you'd have announced this quicker, so many people would have died, and mud throwing basically. And we can do this in life in general, can't we? Sometimes it gets us out of a tight spot if we put the onus on somebody else. That's a thing commonly used, isn't it? But I was thinking of this scripture, and it's one that I turn to a lot, and it's a famous scripture, and I think you will recognise this. So it's Matthew and at 7, and the verses are 3 to 5. This is taken from the New International Version. So from 3, why do you look at a speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own? How can you say to your brother, let me take the speck out of your eye, when all the time there is a plank in your own eye? You hypocrite, first take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's. I think it's a really good lesson, as so many of the scriptures are, but I think that's a really good lesson, because I think lots of us do it, don't we? Lots of us do that. It's so easy to criticise people, and it's so easy to see the fault in other people, when actually if we turn the mirror around, we're equally as bad, or equally as capable. And I suppose I thought of it a lot this week because of watching the government, and the different parties, and if you'd done this, no, it's his fault, and this and this, and they call themselves a right honourable gentleman. That makes me die. If he'd have done this and he'd done that, no, it's their fault, it's that party's fault. And I just thought, no, because if you was in power, you'd have done exactly the same thing. It's just mud throwing all the time. They don't look at it. They don't turn around and look at themselves, what they could have possibly done and what they've done wrong, And we can all tend to do that, can't we? We can all tend to do that. We can all judge others and even try to help others. So to me, it's all about helping somebody, but not in a patronising way. How can you help somebody? How can you be, oh, let me help you with that, or talk to me about that, or we'll discuss that, when all the time we're thinking, wouldn't have happened to me, that would never have happened to me. I'm being nice, being kind, but inside thinking, no way, I wouldn't have gone there, and look at ourselves. We need to look at ourselves first. We need to look at our own faults, because I've got 1001, before we start trying to say to others, this is what you should do, this is the road you should go down. Just judge when you went down that road, what happened to you. I don't know if I'm making any sense or I'm waffling on. And it is hypocritical, isn't it? It's hypocritical to say to someone, let me try and help you with that, when you messed it up completely yourself, and you're still messing it up yourself, but you're putting on the air that you know what you're doing and you know how to help this other person, when actually, you're fighting things within yourself. And I just think that's important. So it's such an important lesson, because I do try to do that so often. When I look at something and I'm ready to judge, or I'm ready to, tell someone to stop something or whatever, I think, well, what about you? What about you, Bella? What do you do? Would you do this and would you do that? Because there's so many different circumstances we do it in, and sometimes on a daily basis. It's just so natural, we don't even realise we're doing it. But I always say look at yourself first. Who am I to judge anyone? Who am I to give anyone advice? You know, because I'm full of faults and I'm full of things that I need to deal with for myself, you know. And then when I've done that and I've dealt with that for myself and I've conquered something, then maybe I have some sort of right to say, I'll tell you what I did, I'll tell you where I conquered that. Do you know what I mean? I'm such a waffler. But that's really an important thing to me, you know. And you can tell when someone's doing it to you as well, you know, this is what you should be doing, or no, don't take it like that, do this, do that. And you think, well, no, they haven't done that. They're not practicing what they preach, you know. And I just think we've all got to turn that mirror around and look at ourselves before we start judging or we start being patronising to other people, and you know, making out we know everything when we don't. I've had a real big waffle this week. I hope you get where I'm coming from. I'm such a waffler. I really hope you get where I'm coming from. Okay, so that's my last video on the 7-day-a-week videos. I will see you again on Tuesday. This is pre-recorded, so I will, by the time this video goes up, I will be at home. Please God, if God's willing, I will be at home. So Tuesday, I will be coming to you from my house. Ta-da! Please take care of yourself, and thank you for all the couple of months. You know, you've been so loyal, and so I really hope in some minute way that I've helped during this time. Continue to write to me, please continue. I'll leave my email below as well. If there's anything you want to talk to me about, please feel free to email me. Any one of you, I would love to hear from any one of you, and thank you so much. And I will see you again Tuesday. Probably I will be in a bath full of my makeup. See you Tuesday. Bye my darlings, bye.